It has been close to 2 years now, ever since the world got in the outbreak of this deadly disease, which was declared a global pandemic by the World Health Organization. According to its reports, COVID-19 is caused by a virus called coronavirus, and it is reported to have started from Wuhan city in China. This is where it then spread to the rest of the whole world. On the 30th January 2020, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 outbreak a global health emergency, which affected almost all the countries across the globe, Uganda inclusive. Due to this outbreak, the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, declared a total lockdown from the 1st of April 2020 after it had received its first cases of COVID-19. And it put restrictions to follow as COVID-19 cases were rising at a higher rate, including deaths. Due to this, a number of sectors were affected, whereby the education sector was also inclusive, and schools were to be closed with immediate effect until further notice. Since then, the schools have been closed up to date. This affected the teachers, parents, students, and the government at large. As a result, a number of teachers then turned to other job opportunities in order to sustain the needs of their children. Hence, some of them losing hopes of going back to teaching, and then professional teachers are bound to be lost by the time the schools will be opened. And many schools have been turned into poultry farms and so many other things, which have left the locals concerned about the future of their children, as a number of schools are being taken over by banks due to accumulated loans. And 20% of the schools are reportedly closed with no hopes of reopening due to lack of money to sustain the needs of the schools and loss of hopes among school directors. Those operating in rented structures are in a dilemma as landlords keep on demanding for their money. But as far as the government is concerned, according to the recent presidential address, schools are going to be opened in November and January for higher institutions and other students at large. But the technical people in the education sector should begin to rethink of ruling out unnecessary things in the curriculum in order to pay the lost time during the lockdown. With schools reopening set for January, there are already worries and fears in some districts that about 50% of the girls may not return to school after they have been impregnated during the prolonged lockdown, and a number of teenage pregnancies keep increasing each and every day, leaving the authorities worried about the future of the districts. And also 30% of the boys have lost hopes of going back to school as they have gone ahead to join the businesses of their parents, and some of them have joined peer pressure. In this, proof has shown that the safest place for children across the globe are schools. For God and my country, Ruth Naranga.